Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of Magic Pack Feed the Beast. I am Truculent. Today we're going to be doing some work on the village. I've started clearing out some of the area. Let me show you what I've done so far. Basically I've decided to build my village at this level, y equals 70, and I started clearing out some area. It's pretty tedious to do it by hand though, and then there's a machine that can do a much better job for us. So I built one of those. It's called the filler. You might think of the filler as something that fills in the areas, but it has a very useful mode that will allow us to clear very quickly large swaths of area. So the way you set it up is you need these little blue landmarks, I believe they're called. Yep. So you need to set them up in a square pattern, and one of the things you can do is when you put one down at your origin point, you can put a lever on and it'll put these nice blue beams up, highlighting the area that it can possibly cover. But you need to set one up on 3 corners to make a square. So I have one here setting up. You don't need to go as far as the beam maximum distance. You can if you want to. And the other guy I've set up down in a little tunnel, basically on this line here. So these 3 landmarks, there's one down underground back over there, set up a square, and when I right click on this, it will turn the beam to red, indicating that it's formed a perimeter. And you can see it turns the corner over here of this guy. Yep, so it's going to make basically a big square. A little hard to see, but you get the idea. And now if we go back, we're just going to break this lever and place down the filler next to it. What that will do is, bam, it puts down this yellow and black dotted line, which you'll see turns the corner over here just like it should. And I'm going to grab my landmark pretty quickly as I don't want to lose it. That is the area that's going to be affected by the filler. In this case, we're going to use a pattern called flatten. We put down 3 brick blocks, 3 glass blocks, and it turns into this light on top and dark on the bottom pattern. You can also see it on the side of the machine. That means anything at or below, or rather below the level of the yellow and black line will be filled in. Anything above it will be cleared out. Now I'm going to go ahead and sleep really quickly so that we can have some daylight, not run into zombies and creepers and such. So basically what that machine is going to do is that it'll take any area below the yellow and black line, fill it in with whatever block you supply to the machine, and I'm just going to put in some dirt here. Oops, a lot of dirt hanging around, so that's fine. We're going to fill it in. I'm going to go grab my other landmark. Just going to be in a little cave back here. Let me get to it. Just down here. Oops, fall a little bit. That's fine. So you can see I dug a little tunnel, and that's the maximum extent of the filler. It's 64 blocks. So everything below this yellow line will be filled in. If there's any hidden caves or anything, those will be filled in up to that level. And then it'll start breaking any blocks above that line. Now it doesn't do anything yet because we need to supply it with power. And the best way I've found to supply it with power is to just use your redstone energy cell. So we're going to head down into my machine room and grab one of those. So I have 2 of these now, you can see. One of them is, I think, mostly charged. Yep, they hold up to 600,000 Minecraft joules. The other one is the new one I placed, and it's not quite has as much power yet. So we're going to take the full guy, and to break it, you just shift and right-click with a wrench, and it'll drop. And you can see it retains this charge. So that way, it's a good way to carry around Minecraft joules portably in a battery of sorts. Now, when we place this block next to the filler, and you could use a conduit, you could place it back here if you wanted to, and then run some energy conduit or pipe or whatever. You can also use a normal engine, steam engine or whatever, but it won't be as fast as powering it directly. So now it's going to start working. It's probably not doing anything yet. Wonder why. It's certainly taking power. Let's see what's going on. Check it out in the cave back here. Maybe it's working from the backside. It probably works from a certain direction. So now I'll be seeing, yep, you can see that it's breaking Breaking blocks already. This is filled in now. Yep, look at that. Bam, breaking all the blocks. Now this will, yeah, start spawning a ton of creepers and monsters and such. We're just gonna run around quickly and pick up any blocks we can get our hands on. And you might have noticed I placed a lot of chests near my house that allow us to quickly just dump these blocks off, because we're gonna get quite a few drops from this area. Certainly fill up many of these chests. I wish there was a better way to just dump these in, but shift click, I suppose. Yeah, it's doing a great job. It's going to be heading up all the way up, high as it can go. And yep, we're just going to be picking these blocks up, putting in the boxes, and I will come back when it's done with its job. Alright everyone, I'm back. Filler's completed its work. See, I have a massive amount of clear space here now. Just taking a big slice out of that cliff. I probably shouldn't have gone quite that far back. I'll have some work now to make that cliff look nice, but it's not a big deal compared to how much work I would have needed to do to some more saplings here. How much work I would have needed to do to clear this out by hand. I mean, it would just be a massive amount of labor to do it all by hand. One thing I should have done is gone one level lower on my filler. I should have actually had to excavate this area as well, and then I could have gone back and filled it up with dirt using the filler, and it would have been perfectly what I wanted. Of course, after I pick all these ores up out of the ground. So I'm going to just move the filler one block. You just break it with a pickaxe, I believe. Not that pickaxe. Doesn't look like the forestry pickaxe will break it, so I'll get my diamond one real quick. I don't want to lose my machine. It's not terribly expensive, but you know, rebuilding things will get annoying over time. So yeah, so there we go. So we'll get that machine block back. We'll pick up our cube, and then I'll simply replace my landmarks here one level lower. That's fine. Guess I should put my lever next to it so I have my beams. Yep, there we go. Let's see where it comes out. Looks like I need to put one here. Yep. Okay. And another one over in this corner. Maybe not. Right there. I guess I did it one block too far away. That's fine though. No big deal. Okay. So now we go back. To our origin point. We simply right click it and we'll turn those beams red. We don't need to have the torch or the lever anymore. Oops. That's fine. It should still work. Just put it back, place it again. Put the filler down, and there we go. Place the filler pattern for clear in again. 3 bricks, 3 glass. Fill this up with dirt. I don't think it needs it, but that's okay. And we'll place our redstone energy cell down next to it. Pow. Go back here, so it's already breaking stuff for us. Yep, look at that. Much, much faster than mining all this by hand. Got my landmark. Yep, so I'll pick these blocks up once it's all done, and I'll be back. Okay, I returned, and now we were going to be filling in this area with dirt. So I mined all the ores out. You can see there's some patches around here where I've mined all the ores out that were on the floor. And to get the filler to fill in those areas using the flattened pattern, you just need to pick up one of the blocks and then put it back in so that it re-recognizes, hey, I've got work to do. Otherwise, it'll just sit there and not do anything. Now, to make it fill in the area, because flatten will only fill in the areas below this yellow and black line, we want to change it to the solid fill pattern, which is merely 9 bricks. We'll just pick up the glass here and put 9 bricks in, and then you'll see, oops, it's putting down dirt. So that'll fill in any area enclosed by these black and yellow lines, like whatever blocks you supply the filler. I'm probably going to need more dirt, so luckily I have some over here. It probably has enough to finish. Just pick it up in case I need it. Yeah, see, plenty of dirt. We got all this from the area we cleared, of course. 2 boxes of cobble at least, a box of dirt almost. These are all the ores and such. We got half a stack each of tin and copper almost. A bunch of saplings, some more amber, 1 stolen present from a creeper I killed. Yeah, pretty nice. And for relatively an inexpensive machine, it does an amazing thing. It's so fast, powerful. You got different modes. Check it out on the wiki. Find a lot of different uses for this block. I think it's almost complete. Let's go over to the back here. Yep, all done. Nice. So this will be a nice green area once the grass grows, which hopefully won't take too long. Probably should grow down from this side and from that. So it'll take a while to fully fill in the area, but I have a lot more work anyways to do with fixing this cliff up, and I need to clear out this area as well. So that's the filler, guys. Amazing tool. Don't see it used a lot. Don't see a lot of people using it, even though it's really cheap, and you know, for maybe 500,000 Minecraft jewels, we tore down a large area and filled it back in. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna do some more work and I'll be back. Welcome back, everyone. I did some drift mining for a while. I made level 30 XP, so I was gonna make a new enchanted pickaxe. I got Fortune 3 on my last one, which is pretty great, but you know, you can get a lot more enchants. I'm hoping for a silk touch at some point. We'll see what we get this time though. And here we go. Nice. That's really great. Yeah, it's a good pickaxe for digging with, and also something I could do here if I had a lot more levels is I could actually combine. Can't do that. I guess that's too expensive to make. Bummer. But anyways, you can use this anvil here to repair tools, so I can take another diamond pickaxe if I had one, combine it with my Fortune 3 when it gets worn out, and I'll get a brand new Fortune 3 pickaxe. Yeah, so that's a nice little thing. You should always make an anvil. They're pretty expensive, around 31 iron to make this, but worth it. If you use a lot of enchanted tools or armor, you can repair, replace, and otherwise improve. If you had 2 pickaxes, say an Unbreaking 2 and an Unbreaking 1 pickaxe, you can combine them, making an Unbreaking 3. It'll cost some XP, probably about as much as you would take to get the enchantment in the first place, which is why I don't think it's allowing me to combine these two, as you can't get a Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4, I guess. Just costs too much. Anyways, at least I got something good. What's up, guys? Decided to come to the Nether to do a little farming. I brought with me something special. Soul Shard. Whoa. Soul Shards allow you to kill mobs and then capture their souls in the shard, and you can create a mob spawner from it. So I've found a few blaze spawners already. You can also right click on a mob spawner with it and you'll get a powered up version of it. Yeah. Basically it takes like 100 kills to get 1 level. If we go up here and just quickly click on the spawner, yep, nice. Went up a whole tier. So once you get to tier 5, you can create a spawner that for blazes will work in Overworld, and you can control it with redstone. So yeah, I'm hoping there's another spawner somewhere in this nether fortress. I can get it up to tier 5 and then set myself a blaze spawner in the Overworld, and then we'll have to come back to the nether. So I'm going to do some more exploring and I'll be back. Alright, I think I found actually 2 spawners. There's one right up there. I think. Maybe not. Maybe there's not one over there. But I just need one more. I'll be able to get this one. I'm going to run up and tap it really quick. And there we go. All done. Blaze tier 5. So now I've got to get back home. It's quite a trek. I don't actually remember how I got here in the first place. It's over here. So yeah, I will meet you guys back in the overworld. Nope, not this way. Oh, spilled. Ah, it can't get to me. Okay, I'll get back. Alright, so I got a blaze spawner grinder sort set up. I made the cage, put the blaze crystal inside. I put the lever on top so you can turn it on and off with redstone. Just set up some simple water currents here, feeding to a obsidian pipe. Blazes take damage from water, so when they spawn in this room they will start taking damage, eventually die, and then the drops will all flow into this obsidian pipe, which is connected to a cobblestone pipe, goes into the bottom of this chest. You can see I've already got a few things out of it as I've been testing it out to make sure it works. And we'll just go upstairs and turn it on. I'll show you how it does this thing. Blazes spawn, take damage from the water, and die. It takes a little while, it's not the fastest, most effective, but you see a few are down already. Pretty shortly we should see the drops coming down this pipe. We should have added a gold pipe perhaps to accelerate the drops to this chest, but it doesn't really matter too much. We'll see it coming right through the floor. Yeah, you guys can see it. Yep, there's blaze rods. Right to the chest. So this will fill up eventually, and then I'll just turn it off. So that's my blaze rod grinder. Pretty awesome. I'm planning to use this for fuel. You can see it makes twice as much heat as a piece of charcoal, or no, almost as much heat as a piece of coal, but grind a lot of it. Already up to 41. There's a lot more going through, so yep, great source of fuel. I'll have that feed eventually into my engine room right upstairs. You can see I placed it here. Thankfully it's not too noisy up here. You can still hear a little bit. I may relocate it at some point, but for now it's okay. I don't spend a lot of time in this area. I've also added a couple of extra redstone cells. See, this one's full, half full almost, and almost full. The last engines are ticking down now, so it's pretty good. Haven't really added anything into my enchanting room, just an anvil, which I showed earlier. Upstairs, so there's quite a bit of work been done outside. Oh, hi. Okay. So I've cleared out a lot of this area. The filler, and I've done some work in making it look nice and neat. Yeah, it's a bit of work. I still have a pinnacle there I need to take out. I need to fix this cliff wall up and take out some more of the area here, but getting there. I made this make it look nice and neat over here. Extends out right over this little kind of a grassy knoll, I suppose you might call it, looking out over a river with an oil waterfall. Yeah, I may do something about that. Yeah, that looks not so good. Polluting the environment, flowing right into a river. So yeah, made some pretty good progress here. I set up a small sugarcane farm, nothing special, and that's about all the changes I've made recently. Mostly been working on mining, and this took several hours of work off camera so far, and I have at least 2 or 3 more, I think, fixing this up. Maybe an hour and a half of work, depending on how efficient I am. I fixed my entrance up here a bit to my mine shaft. Completed the long and arduous process of making it all the way down to the bottom. Yep. Pretty nice. I'm level 30 again. Guess I should enchant something. I enchanted a bow before, and I got, wow, amazing bow. Simply amazing. I think this time I'll make a diamond pick. trying to get silk touch still. It's very, very useful. Metal sticks. And my inventory is really full of stuff. Clean that out next. Just make a diamond pick really quick. And we'll stick it to the enchanting table. Maybe we'll get lucky. Let's see, level 30. Well, pretty good. Could be Fortune 3, but otherwise, a great pick. It'll be nice when my existing one wears out. It's got a lot of life left on it. Mostly not been using it. So cool. I think that about wraps up this episode. I will be working some more off camera on my village here. I will start building some buildings next, since I have all this nice space to build on. And hopefully next episode my villagers once again be free and have a nice village to roam around in. Well, that's all for today. Take care.